Hey yo, excuse me. I'm pretty stoned as usual, loving it. Pick up the camera, speak some shit. It's just the first bit is a bit difficult, and then you get momentum and it's okay. Big shout out to Dan, man. He just flows and he just bang, 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 bang. Anyway, it's been nearly 2 years since I've been trying to lose weight, and I think now I don't really crave so much for the foods I don't eat. But then saying that, it's not even been the 2 years since I've been a vegetarian. It's been about I'll find out. I know the videos I was doing, man. I'd say it's about 3-4 months. But I haven't been eating a lot of junk for about a year. And it took me a year to kind of not be bothered about the craving so much. But the fruit thing now, I think I still got a way to go. I have to keep re-eating the pineapples, re-eating the bananas, re-eat the foods I like, and get into them. Like I've got into the crap. So, yeah, progression is definitely patience. You do something in life, like kung fu, anything effort, running, football, skateboarding, weightlifting, a business, a relationship. I don't know about that. I ain't got no relationship, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong in that department, but that's my next thing I'm going to work on, is finding someone. It may take efforts, which I didn't think I had to do in the past. I thought people would love me for me because I think I'm a lovable person. But it seems like you have to have other additions to yourself to get a woman, because a woman mind is different than a man. Well, the truth would be painful to say so, but that's the problem with me in this world. I'm into the truth. I think the truth is the strength, but the way things are in this earth, they think the truth is the weakness, especially the opposite sex. But that's probably my main weakness, and the reason why I'm so single and been so single all my life. I've just had that gap with women. I mean, I'm pretty gifted. I find things easy on this earth, but women I find difficult. But I think it's because it's abstract. It's not straightforward. Like, you look at the wall, it's color white, and that's that. There's no complications with just seeing with your eyes. But with a woman, that wall isn't white. You know what I mean? You look a bit closer, there's something else, and then there's a reason why it's like that, and the reason what they believe it is usually something what they feel comfortable with, but what isn't really true. Like, for example, a man is a more intelligent being. Not in all ways, because women can do things what men just cannot do, like multitasking. I mean, women are very gifted, but I think they try to be something they're not because they don't have that. And they can't, in this society, you can't really, not all women, I see a lot of women but there's a few ones, and even the ones who don't usually get the recognition. But I think that's man and woman, just the gene that is thoughtful, thinks about things. But yeah, the craving, anything you do which takes hard effort, at first will be bitter, but you must stick. You must be disciplined. You must be disciplined to get the sweet. It's the only way. When you decided to do whatever it is, kung fu, football, skateboarding, weight loss, um, business, whatever it is, whatever you decided to do, you was inspired by someone great because they put in the time to become great. And that inspired you. You wanted that so badly. You started to do whatever it was, skateboarding, kung fu, football, diet, business, whatever it was. That's what inspired you. But most people fall down because when you start something new, it's unfamiliar grounds. So you have to have trials and mistakes. And you have to have mistakes to learn. Mistake is a part of learning. You learn how not to do that again until you can do it. So, the bitter and the sweet is that basically you keep doing what it is to become what you want to be. If you want to be a martial artist, if you want to be a footballer, if you want to be a professional skateboarder, a bodybuilder, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be successful in a business, you have to go through things and make mistakes, and that's the bitter. But you have to continue, and that's the bitter. And you have to continue again, and you have to actually do more work than you've ever done, ever, and you're not used to that. So it is miserable, but then there will become a time where that work is no longer hard, and those mistakes are no longer mistakes, and everything is progression. Now you start to enjoy it, and that's when you become masterful in that path. It will come. And I'm working on my diet. I've been working on my diet for a long time. Didn't really know what was healthy. I had to find out, and I found out basically people are liars to make money. That's what the world is. I mean, I deal with buying and selling goods, and most of the people I deal with are liars because they're selling something for a reason other than a, other than it being a product that's worth buying. They're selling it because it may have problems, and you get that 60% of the people are like that. It's a higher percentage than 50%, which is half. So it just shows you the same with food. People are selling stuff that's addictive, that's easy to produce, that's easy to sell, strictly to make money, not for your benefit. Tasty, yes, but no other benefits, just tasty. And you end up fat and slow and tired and ugly, and the opposite of how you're supposed to be. And how you're supposed to be is when there's no illness, because you're now not depressed, you're now not lacking energy, you're not now, you get everything. You'll get the girlfriend, you'll get all these things, you know what I mean? You'll get things, and the things you'll get will give you fuel and fumes and make you more stronger, more powerful, and it'll only attract more positivity in your life. So you have to go through the bitter to get the sweet. Anyway, the foods now, I've realised basically what's healthy is not what I thought was healthy. It's not potatoes, so I hear. I don't know about potatoes, but maybe that's what Dan says. He says potatoes, rice, all them type of foods, they're no good. So they're better than starving, though. Just remember that. So it's a balance between telling the truth, because there's so many perspectives, so many sides to the truth. Yes, rice and potatoes is not as healthy as vegetables, but it's more healthy than going hungry. So if you got no knowledge or way of making this healthy progression, because you have to know what to put together, you have to know where to get it, you have to know what goes together, you have to know what works for it to go in your mouth, chew, be nice, digest, and give you the energy and all these other things that the body needs, which it ain't getting from the foods that the business people who want to make money, which is the majority of the world and the majority of the food outlets, shops, newsagents, all kinds of shops, yeah, which sell food. They're the poison. So I don't want to get too long into this, but basically, the basics is, in order for you to succeed, you have to go through things you don't like for a long time, which is discipline, to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's something you have to understand mentally and physically, and just do it. If it's a run, if it's a jog, if it's a run up the stairs, if it's an hour training, if it's 2 hour training, if it's 6 days training, if it's 14 hours a week training, if it's 10 hours a week training, if it's getting up 6 in the morning once a week, 7 days a week, just do it and get what you have to get in order to have the light at the end of the tunnel. Because if you do these things, there's always a result, and if you don't do these things, it's the opposite scale.